Hi, I'm Eric Dahl for the Rock and Review, and I'm thrilled to be catching up with Mary Travis, Randy Travis, award-winning singer and songwriter, and also New York Times bestseller Ken Abraham, talking about a brand new book that just came out this month, Forever and Ever, Amen. And I appreciate all three of you joining me.
Hey, thank you.
What a great read. You know, and Randy, obviously I've seen you in concert a number of times, but the stories here, I learned some things. Actually reading this book, you know, and what a testament to your faith and your life. And you just celebrated your 60th birthday at the Grand Ole Opry recently.
Ooh, yeah.
With a few of your friends there.
Yeah. And the world.
Yeah, and the world. But you know, I had to think about it too, you know, being in Nashville, you know, you are so well known. It's almost like mythology with how you got your start at, you know, the Nashville Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to where you were a cook and a busboy and singing there. Yeah. And then little Jimmy Dickens comes in and says, hey, why don't you come over to the Opry and do a song?
That really happens in Nashville, yeah.
Yeah, well, and thanks to Randy.
Yeah.
You know, and but it's so great with the book too. And Mary, you know, when Randy was going through, you know, the stroke, after the stroke in 2013, and given 1% to live, and here he is today, all these years later, and you guys are able to do this book. What was it like to work on the book?
Glorious. It was wonderful. It was a gift from God, really, to be able to, well, to sit here today,
Right.
six years after the stroke. The doctors said you'll be in the hospital, in and out of the hospitals, and bedridden the rest of your life,
Right.
even if you do survive this. And so, you know, we chose the path, but the path of positive, and here we are today. We find something to laugh about every day. We find humor. We surround ourselves with positive people and wholesome thoughts, and so it's been a journey, and it's been so much fun to be able to walk down that road and this journey with Randy Travis. I mean, what a beautiful man.
Well, you know what, and I think also from reading the book, and such a great job too, Ken, to where
Yes.
I think it's going to help others, you know, going through turbulent times, which all of us do in the journey of life. But thank goodness when the doctors were talking to you that Randy squeezed your hand, you know, because I mean, if they're thinking about unplugging him, and you're like, no, we're not going that path. Ken, what was it like, you know, and with all of the stars that were involved too, to where some of the people I didn't even realize, like that Randy had, you know, invited Carrie Underwood to be an Opry member.
Yeah.
What was it like to work with the family on this, Ken?
Well, the family was incredible, but so not just Randy and Mary. The extended country music family was just marvelous. Everybody was so willing to help and cooperate, and everybody's got a great Randy Travis story.
Right.
Because,
and you said they keep adding them on, where you almost wanted to keep writing the book.
Absolutely.
But it had to come out into publication.
It would be this big, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, but the whole Nashville community and people around the country who know and love this guy, they just wanted the story to come out in Randy's voice, and that's what we did. That was the challenge, taking all these stories and then bringing them back to Randy, make sure that's what he wanted to say, and the way that he and Mary wanted it to come out in the book. And it would be truthful, accurate, but uplifting at the same time.
Well, you know, and I think what really comes through on the book, and I certainly recommend that our viewers, you know, get your own copy of this, and Randy and Mary and Ken are going to be doing a lot of book signings, possibly one close to you. But I really learned a lot reading the book, just like on the Alabama thing, you know, where they showed up at the pizza parlor, and different things, you know, that I thought I knew Randy Travis, but I really learned a lot.
Yeah.
And also the work that you guys are currently doing with other stroke victims. And Mary, you brought up about Kirk Douglas reaching out after Randy had his stroke.
Yes, as soon as we had gotten home from the hospital, we were there for 5.5 months, and it was like the next week, so it was kind of surreal, but Kirk Douglas had sent us his book, A Stroke of Luck.
Right.
And a kind note and a fighting note, you know, just keep fighting and don't give it up. And bless his heart, I sent him a thank you note, and he sends me a thank you note for that. I'm thinking, what a scholar and a gentleman he is. Just
Well, you know, and it's amazing too, Mary. You know, you've got, you know, quotes from Charlie Daniels, John Rich, Kirk Douglas, Nancy Jones, Josh Turner, and so many people too, Randy. You know, credit you with the traditional sound of country, to where you got so much rejection, which I didn't realize either until I read the book. You know, it's one of those things in Nashville, oh, you're an instant star. It only took 10 years, and you were at the Nashville Palace. But you know, traditional country, you got turned down a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
They said he was too country, Eric. Can you imagine that?
And
Too
I'm like,
country.
how is that even possible?
Yeah.
But then you also have, you know, musicians and artists like Josh Turner who say, you're the guy, the reason I got started in this.
That's right. That's right.
And now, you know, traditional country are not bad words.
Yeah.
You know,
Thanks
it's
to
just
Randy.
you were ahead of your time doing it.
Yeah.
And now it's so interesting when somebody like Carrie Underwood is performing one of your songs.
Yeah.
Yes, when Carrie had called Randy to ask if she could redo I Told You So, he said, well, sure, and I've got 4 or 5 other 100 songs you can do too if you want to. And he always told me, he said, you did a finer job on that song than I ever did. So
Well, and
what a
I don't know
voice.
about that, but you know, but there's so many great Randy Travis songs I think that we all align with, just like, you know, the Crosses, you know, and Digging Up Bones and all these songs. And I think for all of us, they bring up memories. And you know what? Once again, learning from the book, you know, remembering like the George Jones stuff and everything that you did too, that we kind of forget that through the years.
Yeah.
You know, and all of those, and I had no idea until I read it about little Jimmy Dickens, you know, being so kind to you.
Sure.
Yep.
And what a great talent to invite you over to the Opry like that.
He did.
He said when Jimmy asked him to come over there, he thought, well, he just wants me to come over, and that's going to be really neat being backstage with little Jimmy Dickens. He said, I had no idea that I was going to sing a song in his place.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I'd sing with him, but he said, no, you go on out there and sing a song. And he said, I looked over there halfway through the song, and Jimmy's standing over there, and I'm thinking, I wish he'd just leave. He's making me so nervous.
No pressure there.
Yeah, so he was so precious always to Randy until the day he went home. So
What an incredible talent. Also, you know, I was going to bring up one of the most moving videos from 2016, doing Amazing Grace, and with you on one side, Mary, and Garth Brooks on the other. And you said you and Randy really practiced that a lot to get ready, and kind of wowed everybody when you did it. And it's such a touching video.
But nobody else knew that they were going to do it. Nobody
Yeah,
at CMA
nobody
or anybody
knew.
else knew.
our family, our kids didn't know. Nobody knew, but that just to me shows the strength of Randy Travis.
Right.
The redemption, the strength, the never give up attitude, and the joy that is within his heart. I mean, when I handed him the microphone and I said, you know, folks, I give you back the voice of Randy Travis, we had friends that were like, what is she doing? She's lost her mind. But I knew that he could do it, and Randy knew he could do it, and he hit it. He knocked it out of the park, I
Well,
think.
and thanks to your support as well, Mary. You know, helped to bring that home.
Well, it's 3 of us. There's God up there that's certainly given us our strength and the kick in the pants to keep fighting. So,
Well, you know what, and one of the great things too that I learned from the book was, you know, how Randy got started, you know, with the family and with the family band and everybody, and I had no idea with the 6 kids. Sure.
yeah,
You
and they
know,
all played music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that, you know, Randy was just able to take that further and win the contest, and now here we are today with a great book. And you've written so many other great books too, you know,
Thanks, Ray.
you know, New York Times bestseller. But I'll tell you what, just an impressive book here, and it's for sale everywhere you buy books, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. You guys are going to be doing signings at the CMA Fest,
Yes.
and they can go online to, is it Forever and Ever Amen book?
Book.com.
Right,
Yes.
and you can find out where the signings will be.
Yes.
And some other great things going on this year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
And I forgot to bring up the Spotify list.
Oh well,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yes, the digging up songs, and that was a
Yeah.
concept that Zach Farnham, his publicist, came up with, and Katie Daly, she named it, and we thought that's a great idea because it gives Randy, it gives him an opportunity to hear the new songs and the new artists, and that's what we're so passionate about now is encouraging those younger artists, because Randy never forgot the walk that he had and the struggles he had and the rejections that he had, but that never give up
And the
just
triumph.
triumph. Just keep dreaming the dream. So it can
Well, I'll
come
tell you what,
true.
I think this is going to inspire a lot of people. I know it did me reading it. Pick up a copy, Forever and Ever Amen. Ken, Randy, Mary, thank you so much for joining the Rock and Review, and be sure and catch them at a book signing. If not, still buy your own copy. Thanks for watching the Rock and Review.